What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Bundesliga career mode. It's episode number 10. Loads to get through today on the back of the season opener. In the last one, we've got the final week of the summer window with 20 million euros in the budget. We should make one or two more signings to draw for the Europa League phase and possibly match day one as well. And more games in the Bundesliga aim to continue on from our opening day victory away against Bochum. Our first of many Bundesliga games today, Wolfsburg away at the Volkswagen Arena. Come on, Mönchengladbach. I remember we faced Wolfsburg on the final day last season in what was a decider for the Europa League, and we were 2-0 up at half time and we bottled it, finishing 3-2. The only good thing is Wolfsburg needed to win by 2 goals to leapfrog us. As Struiken's shot is blocked, and Zanotti almost got his first goal for the club as the host will clear it. So we were 1 goal away from being leapfrogged on the final day, and instead just about made the Europa League. What 1 goal? That must be one of the tight. Well, it's got to be one of the tightest ever deciders I've had for a position finish in a league season. Can't afford to run it close again this season. We need to be much better. Still 0-0 here with a very fast start as we look for the opening goal and back-to-back wins to start the season off. That's a great tackle near Carter. Liking the look of him already, I must say. With Ngumu down the left-hand side, back to Stack, and now Rocco, the captain, pops it out wide to Zanotti. Nice through ball, offloads to the bell. New signings linking up, brilliant save, keeps it at 0-0 for now. Can't be missing those sort of chances when you're away, man. You've got to take at least one of them on top in that first half. All we're missing is the goal. And how often do I say this, man? When you're doing all the right things, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, seriously, there is no need for me to change anything right now. We are on top of Wolfsburg. We're absolutely dominating. As Klein lets it to post, we're going to get the breakthrough. Like, we are going to get the breakthrough at some point. It's just a matter of time. And oh dear. Luckily, he recovered with Zanotti there. You just got to keep going. Like, you just got to keep going. It's one of the hardest things to accept in life. When you're doing all the right things, you just have to be kind to yourself and realise it's just a matter of time. Surely. Crazy to think it's still 0-0 after all this dominance here. But, oh, well in the bow. Read that perfectly. It won't be at this point here. This is going to be the goal. There. Oh my god. How on earth have we not scored yet? How on earth have we not had a goal in this game, man? Seriously, absolutely dominated from start to finish. The Struikens! It's through for the win! And I'll say it again! When you're doing all the right things, you just haven't had a breakthrough. Don't change what you're doing. Believe that eventually, even if it comes late, you'll get what you deserve and get the breakthrough. Mario Struikens at the death, virtually the final kick, gives Mönchengladbach the deserved victory. And I'll say it again, be kind to yourself, man. If you're doing all the right things, you just haven't got what you deserved. Keep on going and believe eventually you'll get it. Mönchengladbach win it late. So deadline day is here, 20 mil in the budget, and I think I'm going to make one more signing. Yeah, I do like the team, and after making 5 new signings in the last episode, I think we've got enough depth now to cope with European football as well. But I do want a new backup striker, because last season, well, we were so heavily reliant on Kleindens, top goal scorer for the team, second in scoring in the league, top assist creator in the Bundesliga too. He got injured for that DFB Pokal semi-final against Leverkusen, and we just got turned over. We haven't got a backup striker really for Kleindens who I can go to. I'd like to bring in this lad, Benedikt Hollerbach, but unfortunately, just a bit out of our budget for season 2. Maybe a long-term replacement for Kleindens there for next season or the year afterwards. But I wouldn't mind bringing in this guy, Jamie Llewellyn, right now at Stuttgart. Decent young player, only 24 years old, 77 rated, absolutely rapid, with decent physicals, with stamina and strength being quite solid too. And technically as well, great dribbling and ball control. And his finishing's not the worst with 77 shot power. I don't know why, but this guy kind of reminds me a bit of Theo Walcott. And I always thought he was an incredibly underrated player. So maybe the German Theo Walcott, Jamie Llewellyn, let's go bring him in. We've now spent over 100 million euros on our 6 new signings for the season, but I would say every single one of them represents good value for money, including our final one on transfer deadline day as well. Because 15 million euros is all we needed to pay to bring in the pacey young German winger, and on a 5-year, 30 grand a week contract, he'll definitely get some game time. And if he keeps on developing, he could end up becoming one of our most important players. So welcome to Borussia Park, Jamie Llewellyn. You don't really know why he reminds me of Theo Walcott. He kind of just does, really. Absolutely electrifying pace, really good dribbler of the ball, but also possibly a wild card striker option. Don't forget there was a year where Arsene Wenger played Walcott up top, and if I remember correctly, it was pretty decent as well, so maybe he'll be our backup for Kleindienst this season. Jamie, most likely our final season in the window as our budget now runs dry. There is a bid for Julian Weigl. I wouldn't be against selling him, to be fair. 29 years old now. Not going to get any better at 78 rated. But I think for our first season in Europe, we need as much quality as we've got, especially players that can fill in different positions. Weigl last season, I played him right back a couple of times, played him CB a couple of times, and also, of course, in his best position, CDM. So I'm going to keep him for now. And Celtic want to take Van Karen. Whilst I did just sign Jamie Llewellyn, like I said a moment ago there, we need the depth. We're playing in Europe this season, first time playing Thursday night football. We need the depth. I'm keeping the squad together until at least the January window. What are Bilbao doing, putting this bid in for Philip Sander? Come on, I really want EA to fix that. You know, like it shouldn't be that hard to fix, to implement that rule. Like, if you can't do Basque players, then at least just do Spanish players. Oh, who's gone for Ter Stegen? Liverpool have got... Oh, mate, if I knew Ter Stegen was going to go in this window, I would have gone for him. Oh, thankfully, that deal hasn't gone through. The bid got accepted, but it's 1 hour to go, so Ter Stegen's not going to go in the end, and he'll stay at Barcelona. I want to bring him back, man. I want to bring him back to Mönchengladbach. It just won't be this season. But anyway, top deals on deadline day in the end. Alex Baena off to Atletico Madrid for £74.4 million. Tim believes Arsenal PSG for £60.1 million, and Lucas Chevalier off to Real Madrid for £55.8 million. They're looking for that Courtois successor. They've got one there, and one of the highest potential goalkeepers in the game. So before our free scouting updates, let's see who we've got in the Europa League phase draw, and we should have the first game today as well. So Matchday 1 is away against FK Molde in Norway, and then you've got, Spurs, the champions in real life, away in North London, and Villarreal. Very tough fixtures coming there. Then we've got CD Leganes and Istanbul Başakşehir, and then we've got Petrolol. Okay, don't know anything about that team on Matchday 6. And then Matchday 7 and 8 are going to pit us against Karabag and Red Bull Salzburg. Okay, as for the scouting updates, well, we'll keep scouting these 3 young Germans here. And from the Netherlands, I'll keep on scouting these 2 young Dutch talents, but this lad's going to get a scholarship. Rodney van der Laan, absolutely rapid, looks really good, so I'll put him in the academy. And from Switzerland, we shall keep scouting these 4 young talents for now. Right, let's jump into match day 3 of the Bundesliga. Back-to-back wins to start the campaign off, and now we're heading to Borussia Park for our first home game of the season. Newly promoted Darmstadt coming to Mönchengladbach. And if we can make it 3 wins from 3 to start the campaign off, perfect start as we lay down our intentions early. Last year finished in 6th. This year, board asking for a top 4 place. 3 wins from 3 is the perfect start towards our aspirations. Newly promoted Darmstadt at Borussia Park next up. So I opened up my calculator pre-game to do a quick summation. And it turns out at 26 times 3... as Robin just couldn't squeeze it in for a tight angle, is 78. Now, the reason I'm telling you that is because there are going to be 8 fixtures against the top 4 teams, obviously. Leipzig, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Bayern. And let's say hypothetically we lose them all, but we win, as Nibel fires wide, we win every other game. That'll give us 78 points, and that would be good enough for a top 4 finish guaranteed. So that, for me, is going to be my strategy this season. Forget Bayern, forget Leverkusen, forget Leipzig, forget Dortmund. When the games come round, it doesn't matter if we win, lose, or draw. The most important thing is we win these games. We win all of these games, all 26, we will be in the Champions League next season. That is my target this year. Last year I did an Almeria career mode, and that was exactly our strategy in our title winning season. In that year, we couldn't beat Barca, Real Madrid and Atletico. We always lost to the top 3. But we won the title in our 3rd season. And the reason we did it is because, again, we just... what a great save on an improvised back heel from Robin Hack. We just won these games. We beat your Cadizes. We beat your Las Palmases. We beat your Celta Vigos. And that's how we won the title. We didn't win against Barca, Atletico or Real, but we won those games. And that is going to be my target this season as well. Forget the big boys. Forget the top 4. Just win these games. We'll qualify for the Champions League. Yep, one in here, Karte. Stack finds Ulreich, away goes Robin down the left-hand side, and as he's played in behind, he's so quick, Robin Hack, he's absolutely electrifying. Whoop! and that is going to be the opener. It was just a matter of time, like our previous win against Wolfsburg. Robin gets it, Mönchengladbach in front. A minute to go before the break. We get one last chance here down this right-hand side with Nabel through to Kleindenz. Takes it in his stride brilliantly. Oh. Yep, really well done, really well done. And there's the second goal right before the break. Just needed to keep the pressure on, and we get the breakthrough once again. Kleindenz to another 2-0 Mönchengladbach. Just like our opening day win against Bochum, we scored 2 goals late in the first half, and since then we've just been in control as we'll see the victory out. 3 straight clean sheets, 3 straight wins to start the season off. And speaking of 3, we might get goal number 3 late as well with Ngumu. Just about keeping hold of the ball, recycled in, and there it is. Kleindenz puts the cherry on top of a brilliantly baked cake and a brilliant performance at Borussia Park. 3 goals, 3 straight wins, 3 straight clean sheets, and to start the season off, asking to finish in top 4 from the board. Well, this is the kind of start we were dreaming of. 3 wins out of 3. Brilliant beginning to the campaign. So, following the game, just agreed a reluctant sale. Elvedi going to Getafe for 13 million euros. He's a really strong centre-half, 28 years old in the prime right now, but the problem is, I can't get him in the team, man. Seriously, 3 straight clean sheets, we're looking watertight at the back, and I'd say he needs first team football. So, off to Madrid when the January window opens. And let's play 2 more games to end today's episode off, starting off with this one, match day 4 of the Bundesliga, once again away from home, taking on FC Cologne, one of our rivals away at the Rhine Energy Stadion, going for 4 straight clean sheets and 4 straight wins and a perfect 12 points from 12 to begin our second year at Borussia Park. Laying down the gauntlet early, let's keep it going. Keeping my feet on the ground despite this fantastic start. It's worth pointing out, last year, heading into the winter break, we were in the top 4. So, yeah, brilliant start to the campaign, but as we know, form can come and go just like that. Keep your feet on the ground. Oh, what a great start. Oh, what a brilliant goal. Right from kickoff. Cologne didn't even get a sniff of the ball. Kleindenz with another. Brilliant build-up. Great finish. And Mönchengladbach are into an early lead. What a start. If Mönchengladbach aren't playing Champions League football next season, Tim Kleindenz will not be here. He's that good. Never mind him being 30 years old. He is that good, man. No one had more assists than him in the Bundesliga last year. Only Harry Kane had more goals. Tim Kleindenz is too good not to be playing in prime time. He's got the complete package as Streukens almost beat Jonas Urbig at the near post. I can't think of a better target forward right now that we could have in this team, and thus I've got to deliver on Champions League football to keep him. He won't stay just for the Europa League as Cologne find their leveller. First goal conceded, defence breached, brilliant finish, 1-1. That's a great read from Niakate, that's absolutely brilliant. We're free to go before the break. We've been scoring late goals to end first halves off in almost all of our opening games this season. Why not another one? Great ball slid through to Luka Netz. You know who's in the middle. Who else would it be but Tim Kleindenz? What a save. Jonas Urbig. Good. How on earth did he react to that? Well, that is going to do it. Disappointing draw away at the Rhine Energy Stadion. Not on my best in this game. I said previously, if we win all of these games, we'll be a top 4 team. We couldn't even win 4 in a row. Cologne with the draw. It's not a bad point away from home against a rival team, but already that's 2 points dropped, which you can't afford if we're to be a Champions League team next season. Right, let's jump out of this and into the next one. This will be our final game today. First European game of the save. Mönchengladbach back in European football as we take on Molde in the Europa League phase opener in Norway. Mönchengladbach have won this trophy twice. We're going to go for a final 4th place this season, and let's start off with 3 points in Scandinavia to kick our European campaign off. Our final game today, Molde in the Europa League phase opener. I'd love to go to Scandinavia one day. It's just such a cool region, man. Any of the countries I'd like to go to. But, yeah, one day. It's alright, comes forward here. He's got Kleindenz running through. And right now, whether it's Denmark, Norway, Finland, Sweden, anywhere you want in either Scandinavia or European football. Is Finland part of Scandinavia, by the way? I've had this discussion before. I don't know if it's actually technically part of Scandinavia or not. What I do know is wherever Kleindenz is, he's going to get me a goal. 1-0 up early, it's Big Tim with another. Right, hold on, let me look this up, because I swear it's not part of Scandinavia. I just think it is. Let me have a look. Finland. Doesn't say it's Scandinavia. At least not here, unless I'm missing something. Let me see. Is Finland in Scandinavia? Let's have a look. No, Finland is not part of Scandinavia. There we go. Whilst often grouped with the Nordic countries, Scandinavia specifically refers to the three countries of Denmark, Norway and Sweden. There you go. There you go. There's your geography lesson today, guys, as Mr. Tox lets you know that Finland isn't part of Scandinavia, although you probably knew that anyway. But here in Norway, Molde have got their leveller. 1-1 instant response. It won't surprise many of you to learn that I failed GCSE Geography by quite some distance. Oh dear, tectonic plates, never heard of them, as Kleindenz tries to come through once again for another. Oh, he's too good. He is too good. Tim Kleindenz rocking the baby, putting the defenders to sleep, putting us back in front. And of course, don't forget, this is also a path to next season's Champions League as well. If you win the Europa League, just like Spurs did last year, your added bonus of winning a European honour is qualifying for next year's Champions League. So whilst we're not going to be one of the favourites to win it this season, we certainly have a chance and be a dark horse. And with Kleindenz in form, I'll certainly back us to go quite far as well. That's great work from Nobel there, winning it back. And speaking of Tim Kleindenz, he drags his man away to let Nobel go through for probably the dagger. 31 minutes on the clock, but that might do it. First for Mönchengladbach, no, second for Mönchengladbach, sorry, I think. And that should do it now. 3 points on match day 1 in Norway. The board gave us very tough objectives to start the season off, finishing top 4 in the Bundesliga and reaching the quarterfinals of the Europa League in our first year back in Europe. Safe to say we've handled the pressure early doors with a near perfect start. Long way to go though, let's keep our feet on the ground. But that'll do it today's episode of the Bundesliga Career, guys. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I will return in the next one with match days 2 and 3 and possibly 4 of the Europa League phase and more big games in the Bundesliga, plus the DFB Pokal as well very soon.